Welcome to the Mac and Jack Attack.
And this is Mac.
And I'm Jack. And today we are here with some girl gamers. And, you know, we just kind of wanted to have a discussion on girl gamers and, like, views on girl gamers. So we have Julie.
Hi.
And we have Maya.
Hi.
And they are gamers that are girls.
Yes. Woman.
Come on, if you may.
So yeah, it's just like, you guys are girl gamers, so who are you and like what kind of games do you guys play?
Julie, do you want to go first?
Okay. Well, hi, I'm Julie, and I usually or mostly play multiplayer games, like Apex and or Fortnite. If not that, then I'm playing world building games. Yeah.
Maya?
Sorry. I just want to be polite. So I usually play, I'm Maya, and I usually play multiplayer games. Right now, we're mostly playing like League. Mostly playing League and like Fall Guys. And we were playing Call of Duty, but that's just, no, not anymore. So it's mostly multiplayer games. And then sometimes we'll play like more closed games with like my close friends like Diablo and things like that. But it's mostly pretty heavily multiplayer games.
So
nice.
Yeah, like, so like clearly there is, like, something that differentiates what a girl a gamer is. I feel like a lot of the community kind of like separates just gamers compared to gamer girls. So like I kind of just wanted to bring you guys on to like ask you guys,
like, hear your experience.
Yeah, what are your experiences and like how do you guys feel about, like, how do other people treat you as a girl when you're playing these games, you know?
Okay.
I mean, so it kind of depends, honestly. How the treatment has gone has like changed over the years. Like when I first started playing video games, my first one was like my first heavily multiplayer game was Black Ops 2 on the 360. So that was like a pretty toxic environment. Like if I talked, it was just kind of game over. Like there was a point of just not talking because either you're gonna get a response of like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. I had a lot of like people like message me like, you're terrible, you shouldn't be playing games, like all that kind of stuff, just from talking. Or you'd get the response of, oh my god, it's a gamer girl. And those are like the two wide responses I received. And now it's changed into like, it's not as common to get like the super aggressive ones, but it's also not common to get like, oh my god, you're a gamer girl. Like it's gotten a lot more normalized from what I've experienced. Like before it used to be so extreme, the reactions. But I'm kind of glad we're past that, to be entirely honest. I haven't had too many issues recently.
Yeah, I think I had a similar experience. Like when I was younger, I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii because, you know, that was the only console I had at the time. And yeah, I definitely agree. Like before it was like, oh, there's a girl on our team, oh, we're definitely gonna lose. Or like it'd be like some random dude just like bad mouthing me the entire time. And I was like, well, I'm playing this game because I enjoy it. But definitely now, like I'll be playing a game by myself and I'll get like this random friend request from this dude that I like previously played with. And I don't know, I feel like gaming now, especially when I'm gaming with guys, have been kind of, it's definitely interesting because I'm really not used to that. So a lot of it's just been like, oh, you're a girl. Okay, let me hit you up in your DMs, or let me add you as a friend, or hey, what's your Discord? Can we be friends? And that happens like throughout like all the games I play. And I think it's like super weird because again, I'm not used to that, and nor am I playing these games to try to get that attention, you know?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. Like, see, I take, like, kind of measures against it now, to be entirely honest. That's maybe why I don't have so many issues. Like, I purposely chose a name that you couldn't tell what I, like, if I was a guy or a girl. Like, my original name was Dextra Sky 86, randomly generated name, and I went by Dex for a while, and then I decided on Sky, and I had spelled it funny just for the sake of things, I don't know. But people don't know that I'm a girl, generally, if I don't talk, and I kind of avoid talking now for that reason. So, like, I don't have it too common anymore, like, kind of took measures against it and not picking like a name that was easily like, oh, you're a girl, I'm gonna get you real quick, because that does happen if you have like a more feminine name.
That's true. I definitely agree.
Yeah, like definitely if you have like kitten or anything like that, off the bat somebody's gonna message you, like no
it's
doubt.
GG at that point.
Yeah, like it's over. So I've taken measures against it.
And just a little context just before we go on. Julie is Mac's girlfriend, so if Mac sounds like offended by anything, that's kind of important to put out there.
That's why I was a little bit like,
DMs, you say.
But to be honest, like what Julie said is so true, because like we did have an incident once. I think this was like beginning.
Yeah, this is like before like we even dated. Like I was playing Fortnite with like Mac, one of our friends, and like one of my other friends, and the entire time that like we were playing games, he was just bad mouthing Macklin, like, oh Julie, you're with this guy, I thought you were better than that.
Oh god.
And just like bad mouthing Macklin the entire time, which I thought was hilarious because I was taking the whole thing as a joke.
Yep.
But Macklin obviously did not have that same thought process.
Actually, okay, so technically, like, you know, I don't really know what it's like, obviously, because I'm a dude, for a girl gamer. Matter of fact, most, like, in terms of, like, childhood gaming with friends, it's been mostly guys. I've never, like, whenever I do fit in that demographic, like, as a kid, when there's a girl playing a game, she's like, hello, and I'm just like, oh.
That's a good
whoa.
sound.
And mind you, I'm like, I think I'm like at 5th grade. I mean, obviously I was very immature, so I was, when I hear that, it's like, oh man. But I think like when I met Julie and she started playing games, when he started bad mouthing and stuff like that, because he was saying some particular words that were very offensive. That was probably the first time, like, okay. At first I was skeptical. I'm like, okay, there's no way girls get treated this way that often. Like I said, I've never really gamed with girls that much. So
Right.
But after playing with Julie more and more, it's like, okay, I understand now. But yeah, I understand. I get it now. And honestly, it sucks.
It's definitely rough being a girl and a gamer at the
Yeah,
same
it's
time.
like it's like an experience. Like you can like hear about it, but then once you really see it, that's when it kind of sets in. Like, oh wow, this is just
it
how
doesn't
it is.
feel like reality to me, to be honest. Like when Maya, when you told me that you had to like go do a workaround, right, just to play games normally and not get, would you call that harassment? It's harassment, right? When people, well, is it really, in terms of like they're hitting on you just because you say hi, or you have like a Hello Kitty, stuff like that, or you just find that as like annoying, right?
So there are degrees to it. Like there's a difference between like saying, because I've seen it on Twitter and things like that. Like these things are still going on. Yeah. There's a video of a girl, she was trying to play Valorant. And her teammates, the entire time, she said, hey, in the beginning, and the entire game, they're like, you need to get back to the kitchen type stuff. And they're like saying she was garbage and that she wasn't doing good enough. And like, why are you so stupid? Why can't you go here? And the entire time you could see it like just bringing her down. Like she was just getting more and more quiet, or to the point where she just wasn't talking anymore. And there are degrees to it. Sometimes it is extreme like that, and then other times it's just like a snide comment here and there, or a weird like message afterwards, like, "Hey, we should play more." It's always varies. Like you never really know until it's happening.
Right. Okay, I understand. But that right there, the fact that you have to work around, that's just crazy to me. I don't know. That's I don't think about those type of things. I just game the game, you know.
Yeah, we don't have to go through that. So,
picking the neutral name and like consciously deciding whether or not it's worth it to talk in a game. Yeah, it's
right.
I definitely stick mostly to my private Discord now. Like unless I'm really like thinking like I have to get a judge. If I was playing Modern Warfare, like I had to get a judge on the lobby before I talked. I would never talk in the beginning. I would always have to wait and be like, okay, are these people nice? And then I would give it a chance, which is kind of a lot to think about if you like take it outside the context. At this point, I'm just used to it though. I've been doing it for years.
Wow, that's insane. Okay.
Yeah, so Mac, like you kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but it's like you said before, Julie, your views on girl gamers was just like, whoa, like what the fuck? How's that possible in a way? Like, I think as guys, like for us, I feel like we're not like sexist or nothing like that. We're not gonna say something that's demeaning to females or anything like that, you know? But
no, not at all.
Like, do you feel like shit? How do I word this? It's like for me, I never really thought about gamer girls or anything like that too much while I was growing up either. Like I didn't know that they existed. I was always just like, yeah, this is like a boys thing, because it was always just me, my brother, and my cousins and whatnot playing games. So it's like the thought of that never crossed my mind. But then like nowadays, there are a lot more female gamers. Like it's a really good portion of the gaming fan base now. So it's just like, as a guy, how do you feel about like seeing your girlfriend or like your friends being treated in this way?
Treated this way? Honest, that's one of the main reasons why I lashed out at the guy. Well, that's just like, again, in terms of like just seeing it firsthand, but like just thinking about it, I think we encounter it a lot when we play like Valorant, especially, and in League. To be honest with you, in my personal opinion, I hate it. I really hate it. Because like in the end of the day, because this kind of leads to a different segue. I get it. The way I see things, we're all just gamers just trying to have fun, whether it be competitive or non-competitive, right? If you're gonna get mad at someone, be mad at them because they suck. But again, that's only if it's competitive. Totally different conversation, but just saying. But like, you know, because of a gender, that's just stupid. Like, that's just stupid. I remember one time I'm playing a game. By the way, just an FYI, I did get better at Valorant, but hence the story. But here's the story though. I play Valorant and I low key suck. It's got to a point where my username is McGamer, so a lot of people usually think that it's Minecraft gamer, or for some reason some people think I'm a female gamer. One game I was doing so bad to the point even I recognized that I am losing the team for us. Someone commented or text or said something on the mic, said like, dude, what like, are you a female? Can you not afford? Why don't you go out there and like work for a living instead of staying in the kitchen? I got so mad. First of all, I opened my mic. I'm like, hey man.
Just throw for the whole loop, just a whole different thing than they're looking for.
So in a way, you've experienced what it's like to be a girl gamer.
You know what? Yeah. And because of that, I feel their pain. I get it. But like, it's in my opinion, it's just not fair. And just knowing that my girlfriend kind of goes through that, it does suck. I hate it.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
It sucks too that I can't defend them as much as I can because it's online and I can be a bit vulgar. I try not to be, but it just depends because again, with the other guy, you didn't like it when I lashed out, right?
No.
Yeah, you didn't like it, so. And plus, I have to admit, it's wrong. Don't do that. But yeah. If anything, it makes me mad, but it sucks even more that I can't really do much.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I mean, if anything, what is there to do? So.
And then I also kind of wanted to talk about this because Julie, I heard that you were looking to go into streaming, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then Maya, you've actually had some experience with streaming, so I kind of just wanted to get your input on like how. Sorry, my PC just blacked out.
Oh, not ideal.
So I just wanted to get your input on like how the typical female streamer is, like, you know, your Pokemains and your Alinities and all that, where
Cat
it's like
throwers.
they have like a huge community of just like simps, to put it lightly. And it's just like a lot of these streamers, they also like kind of sexualize themselves in a way to get more viewers. So I just wanted to know what your guys' opinions on that were.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sorry, what was your question again?
So basically, how do you feel about girl gamers that kind of sexualize themselves for an audience?
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like they kind of give us, or like, not us, but like girls who aren't exactly, girls who don't portray themselves that way, it kind of gives us girls in general like a bad rep. Like, if you think girl gamer, oh, you know, she must be like a booby streamer, or she must be like real pretty, or all this other stuff. Whereas there's the other side, who are just like, who are basically girls who are truly playing games because they enjoy the game. Just it doesn't matter, like, they don't care about like their looks or like showing some skin. It's they're streaming to play the game that they enjoy. And I think these girls who are sexualizing themselves while streaming, I don't think it's fair that they are what people think girl streamers are, because it's not. You know?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I went in a whole circle and just came back to the same point.
No, I actually, what's your thoughts on this too?
So like the big streamers, the big girl streamers, all that. I do agree with Julie where it's kind of hard because they do kind of, when people think of like, oh, I'm a streamer, that is almost always the first thing that comes up. Like, oh, you must be a booby streamer or something like that. Like, if you're popular, you clearly, like, if you were to tell somebody, like, yeah, I stream, then they're automatically, at this point, going to have that kind of assumption about you. And I'm not going to trash on those streamers, like, they are doing what they do and they're making their money off of it. And, like, you know what, that's you and your business, and you're doing that. And you're clearly like, it's working. It's working fine. But it does bring up the point of like, for people that aren't like that or aren't comfortable with that kind of thing, it does make it a little bit harder to gain respect in the community, because almost always if you say you're a streamer, that thought's going to come up and it almost overshadows everything, where they automatically now have this in their head that this is what you do, and it's harder to gain like any sort of respect for what you're doing, even if you are just somebody that's like, when I streamed, I played horror games. That's just, I like horror games and it was just fun for reaction wise, but I was kind of nervous to say that I was streaming because people have that assumption, like Alinity and Pokemon, and I'm not trashing on them or anything. It's just people get those assumptions, and like I said, it's just a respect thing where they're just like, oh, you're just looking for easy revenue or something like that, versus like something you love to do and like create a community that has fun with these things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have anything to say, Mac?
I actually agree for sure. I feel, actually, if anything, I feel really bad because because just going back to what Julie says, because I, as a joke, I told my friends that my friends that she's gonna become a streamer. The first thing that popped in their head was like, "Word? She'll go be a booby streamer?"
Oh my god.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What do you? What? I mean, like, here's the thing. It does suck for the people that are, that aren't booby streamers or that do that, right? And they're just into gaming and stuff, and they don't get the recognition they deserve. And it does suck at that part. But the thing is if for the what they call booby streamers, forgive me, is that the right term? Booby streamers? Whatever. That's the thing. They could do whatever they want to do, and the reality is, in my opinion, it's really not their fault. It's actually, what's the word? What, the simps' fault, or the people that actually click and watch them. So I mean, they're giving them the recognition, but then again, it's a double-edged sword. But that's what I think. What about you, Jackie?
Sorry, now I forgot the question.
I definitely agree with the double-edged sword portion.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there. Like, they definitely benefit off of it, and it's not like they're not doing anything wrong per se. It's just what they do. Like, I'm not hating on them or anything like that. It's just, it's double-edged where they're pushing the stereotype, and then they're having the stereotype pushed on them, and people are like, oh yeah, I want to see some boobies while some video games are played. Sign me up. So it's like give and take.
Jeez, at that point, I'm just like, why go Twitch? Go. There's other sites.
Twitch does like it though. I'm just saying. they still pay him pretty well. So
They do. Can't really argue there. I mean, hell, if I was good looking, I'd probably do it too for the money. But yeah, I do feel bad for the other streamers that take it. That try to make it through Twitch, but they're overshadowed by those types. So,
do you guys think that there are like other stereotypes of girl gamers that should be like discussed or anything like that? Like, one of the big ones that I think of is like, girls aren't as good at playing games. But then at the same time, I think about the time when I played Apex with Julie and Mac, and Julie was fucking carrying us.
That's right. Yeah. I honestly, for gamers, I feel like there's honestly, it's like you're either this or you're either that, and everyone in between is kind of like in this fog. So you're either a booby streamer or you're a girl who just sucks at playing games. And then all the girls in between who aren't a booby streamer and aren't terrible at the game are just in the middle of everything.
yes.
yeah, I think a big stereotype that I really don't enjoy is that girls can't play games competitively. I never really see girls when it comes to big tournaments or anything like that. Like, I was watching League tournaments a while ago, and there's no girls up there.
There's absolutely no girl in those tournaments.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
Never. I never see any female players. And then it's, okay, fine, y'all can play competitively, or you can play a game competitively, but you're going to be stuck in this role. Like, you're expected to play.
You're forever support.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ever do is support.
And it's funny because I actually do like supporting, but that's just what I've always liked to do. I like to, because I feel like, this is a little personal thing. I feel like supports can really change the flow of a game, like, pretty harshly at times.
Yeah, for sure can. Yeah.
And I've used to play competitive Overwatch, so like, there was always like, oh yeah, one trick Mercy main. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or nothing. But it was always the expectation, and it was like, okay, you can play competitively, but we're going to assume you're gonna play this role, and if you do, we're gonna give you shit, and if you don't, then we're gonna say that you're terrible, that you shouldn't be playing this game mode, and that no matter what, you're not gonna do well enough for us to be happy. Like, those are like, I just don't like the stereotypes about competitive gaming with girls. Like, it's almost impossible to get taken seriously in a game unless you know, beat the hell out of somebody. Like, if you make one mistake, that's it. You're crucified. It's over. Which really sucks because it makes it almost impossible to prove yourself because everybody makes mistakes. It's not a perfect art. Like,
Right.
it happens.
Oh wow, okay, so I got a little something for that, and I couldn't agree more. Here's the thing, for guys though, okay, it's pretty evident Julie dominates me in any competitive game.
Yeah.
She carries me through. Oh wow, even Jack, you agree?
I'm not gonna deny it. Man.
That's just like a little hurt on the side. Like, "Ooh, I thought you didn't side with me."
Yeah, yo, my ego. But regardless, for a guy's perspective, right? That to me, well, one, it hurts my ego, but two, it's one of those things where it's like, I would tell my friends that you carry me in Fortnite, right? Yo, I get roasted nonstop at how bad, like, in terms of how bad I am in terms of video games, because my girlfriend is twice as better. And it's just like, I could be good too if I put my mind into it. It's just that, you know, I don't put my mind into it. Shut up! Don't look at me. I don't know. It's a weird misconception because like when I would like go to gaming clubs in my college, and straight up like I do have those, you know, douchebags. They have the notion of like, oh, girls can't play video games, right? And trust me, it's actually a guy fest in the college, the gaming club that I go to. So I tell them that story right off the back. That one guy's like, oh man, a woman beated you? Okay. okay. And it's like, okay, you should 1v1 her in Fortnite.
I would lose.
That's the thing. Like,
Okay.
even if you were to say like, sorry, I don't want to cut you off or anything. It was just like the point.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's just the point that you're like, oh, but she is better than me, and then other people are just gonna be like, well, then you're shit. And that's end
Yep.
story. Like, it's not the possibility that she's good at a game and better than you, like, because she's like higher level than you. It's just the fact that you're terrible. Like, that's automatically what people go to, and it's like, or she's just really good at the game. Like, not that hard.
Nah, I'm just terrible, man.
All right, so
accepted the luck.
you bringing up the gaming club for your college, it kind of like, since it is a sausage fest, for
Yeah.
Maya and Julie, have you guys ever felt like you guys have been pushed away from gaming because of the way you were treated?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, most definitely. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, that's why I have my workaround with like my name and everything like that, where it's just like, if I want to play, it's always going to come back to Call of Duty. Call of Duty, easily one of the most toxic communities out there. Like, I can't even compare it to anything else. And oh no, I lost my thought. It died. It died. But like, I definitely feel like sometimes where I didn't even want to bother trying to connect with the community or talk in voice chat because it's just not worth it, where I don't even want to interact with it. I just want to play the game, and even at times where it's just like, it's not worth it. I don't have the energy to like fight with people or anything right now, or like get trash talk
Right.
for an hour and a half. Like, it's not really fun. Not today.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, granted, every game has its toxicity, but I feel like nowadays everyone is just so competitive, even if it's like a normal game. And the amount of like trash talk I get in a game, even though I'm not doing terrible, it's just makes me not want to play anymore. Like, okay, never mind, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'll just get off, hop onto another game, and then the exact same thing happens again. So it's like, I'd rather not play games anymore. But then again, it's my hobby, so I can't do much about that.
This is what I like to do, except
As a 1 year rolling down, I love doing this.
to do or not to do.
Okay.
Let's see here.
It's a deep cough. I hope your throat's okay.
Were there any other questions that you wanted to ask Mac, or if there's anything that you ladies wanted to talk about, like about the being a girl gamer?
Pretty.
Do you have any questions for? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead. It's yours.
If you guys have, let's say, pretend I'm a douchebag.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna make the same joke again.
Came off wrong, or it didn't really play out the way I thought it would. But I'm pretending I'm like your typical guy gamer. Go back to the kitchen. If you had any questions for me, what would you ask? Because I did fall into that category again a long time ago, a little bit, because again I only had guys to play with. Mm-hmm. So if you guys have any questions, what would you guys actually tell him?
I mean, like, if I had a question, like, for you as somebody, like, why are you like this? Like, that yeah. I guess it really comes down to, like, why the complex of, like, you shouldn't be here. Like, what made you decide that? Like, you're just like, nah. The whole nother nah. Me and my boys.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really have any questions.
All right. I was just wondering about that because I do have friends that do think this way, and one of them actually brought up. In my opinion, it didn't make any sense, but maybe you guys have any comments about it. He just says like, "Oh man, I actually don't really mean what I say. I just get mad at the moment. She's just."
That's backtracking.
You know what I mean?
Like outright
Backtracking? Okay.
Because it's like when people like to hide behind like a screen. That's the whole thing about like cyberbullying, whatever. But then it's also the point of like, you can say it over the screen all you want to this unidentified girl. You can pick on somebody and whatever, and you feel all superior in the moment. But then once you get faced to that with somebody in real life and they judge you and they're like, that was kind of fucked up. Like, why would you say that?
Right.
And they're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said it. It goes back to
So
like,
straight up just fake. He's just a fake person at that point.
like,
Yeah, because like if you think about it,
Yeah,
like
essentially.
no guy would really say anything that sexist to a
Right.
girl's face, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true.
yeah, I feel like that's a
Alright.
lot of like really easy for people to do with games is like shit talk and all that kind of stuff, and like be
Yeah.
more demeaning than they would be in real life because there's no connection to them in real life, nobody that they care about judging them, and they're just like, funny, or I don't know, whatever they think. That's what I think. I don't know,
Right.
but that's how I think about it. Just like, you don't want to actually face consequences for what you're saying.
Right. So do you guys, like all three of you guys, think that there should be the term girl gamer? Because like
Ooh.
it's really separating girls away from just being a gamer. Like what's there to differentiate from being a girl gamer compared to just being a gamer?
That actually confuses me. Because there are technically two terms. There's a gamer girl and a girl gamer.
There's a difference?
There's a difference?
Yes. So I'm assuming a gamer girl a gamer girl is a girl who doesn't take the game seriously, but but assumes that she's a gamer girl, while a girl gamer is a girl who's actually serious about the game.
Yeah, kind of similar. I don't know if y'all have heard the term ethot. Ethot.
Yeah.
Just
I
want
heard
to
of
throw
that.
it out there. Ethot would probably be closer to like a gamer girl instead of
Yeah.
a girl gamer.
That's so interesting.
so,
Yeah,
like-
I've never noticed that there was like a
I
distinction.
feel bad now.
Yeah.
So like,
No, because I okay, I'm sorry, but I initially thought that when, it's you're a girl gamer. You
No,
happen to be a girl
like-
that games.
No, like
That's how I saw
I
it.
used to always get that question from like random people, like, "Oh, you must be a gamer girl since you play games." I'm like, "No, I'm a girl gamer. Like, I'm a girl and I play games because I like these games and I'm serious about these games. I don't claim to be a gamer girl and only play Mario Party all day because that's the only game that I know how to play."
Wow.
And it kind of sucks because it's double edged. Like, we shouldn't have to like declare our title to the world.
Exactly.
But in a sense, we're kind of forced to because people will judge you. And it's the same thing with the streaming. Like, are you a booby streamer or are you a streamer?
Or yeah, like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yo, Jackie, that's messed up, man.
Yeah, dude, I never realized.
I thought you
that.
guys knew.
I thought everybody
I
knew.
never knew.
Right. I thought everyone knew.
Jackie, did you know?
I did not.
I didn't know. I really didn't know.
It must be a girl gamer thing, Mac.
we just gave ourselves the titles and we're like, yeah, man, we gotta define.
I mean, for guys, do we have titles? We're just built as gamers.
No, see, like the
boy
weird
guy
thing
gamers?
is for a lot of guy gamers, I feel like they don't really distinguish themselves as a
Anything,
guy
really.
gamer, a boy gamer, or a man gamer. If you
Because
feel
I think
confident,
for guys, it's just
Easily.
easier. Like, if you're a gamer, you're a gamer. We
Yeah.
understand.
'Cause they
Easy.
sorry for cutting you off. They just kind of like distinguish what they are through what games they play, opposed to girls, where they have to be like, yeah, I'm a girl gamer. Like, I play these
Okay.
games sometimes. That's kind of how I see it, anyways.
Well, to be fair, I played Tamagotchi Pets back in middle
I think
school.
everyone did.
I got made fun of playing that.
Okay. This brings up another thing. It's something that me and Maya were talking about earlier today, actually.
No.
So
Sorry.
about a week ago, E3 like had this article about gamer girls and like the top 25 games that girls play, and like amongst the top of them were like solitaire, Sudoku.
It was. Hold on. I think I can actually, if you'd like, I can put the link into this Discord if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe that. What, really, solitaire? Come on.
Yeah,
Oh
solitaire.
wow, you had this on the ready.
Oh no, you never know. You never know when you need to pull out the facts.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's what's up.
Yeah. Number one, Sudoku.
They don't even spell Sudoku right.
No, they don't.
Sudoku?
Sudoku.
That is wrong.
Who wrote this article? Is this...
So this was published by Parade, but then E3 like retweeted it on Twitter, and then people just tore into them like, "What are you doing? What is this?" And people are like retweeting, like women were retweeting, and like, unfortunately, I can't play video games because I'm too busy. Like my frail lady fingers can't push the buttons fast enough and things like that. Like, it was just girls
Okay.
trashing on it because of how the article sounds. It's just it's ridiculous.
This is really funny. I'm sorry, but like this article deserves to get ripped on. First of all, anyone that misspells Sudoku and spells it right the next time,
right
this
after
is,
it.
this is terrible.
Like, this had to go through a process of like review, like the writer,
Editors.
reviewing, editor.
They straight up still failed.
Yeah.
Like, how did this happen?
They still messed it up.
This is crazy. Number one, yeah, it's Sudoku, or pronounced here, Sudoku. Sudoku.
Yeah.
Singer of Wild Hearts?
Oh man, there's one of them that really got me. Oh yeah, number 3, Candy Crush Saga. And one of the comments is like, it's like dessert without the calories. And that's why women like to play it. It's just
Oh, and the Bejeweled one. Don't forget the Bejeweled.
ridiculous. Yeah, you can read the Bejeweled one. That one's an honor.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Am I
Yeah.
right, ladies?
This is so messed up.
Literally
Wait,
what they
wait,
wrote.
World.
Yep.
what the hell? 17 Kim, Kardashian, Hollywood Adventure. That's a game?
Yeah, they put like mostly phone games that are like, I don't know. One of them, it was Animal Crossing, and I'm not shitting on Animal Crossing. I've never played it, but it seems like it seems like just a fun, like, kind of game you do over time. Like, you know, whatever.
Animal Crossing definitely is like a fun game.
Yeah, but like
over time,
everybody play, like a lot of people play that game.
Yeah,
but I remember one of them was like
everyone.
they like to decorate and dress things up. And that was that was the reasoning why women like to play Animal Crossing. And it was just like okay.
Who's the author again? Is the author? It's a woman.
It is a woman.
It is a woman.
Wait, how do you feel about how do you guys feel about that? Is this what? I thought it would be a guy.
As a person who does play Sudoku, I am a little offended. Like, yes, I do play that game.
But so do millions of other people.
So do millions of other people. And first of all, this is not even the first game I play. I only play that game when I'm bored. Like, if I'm on a road trip, okay, that game is the way to go. Because, you know, on the road, my Wi-Fi might be jank. So, you know, I play that. But other than that, that's like, that game is not even on my mind half the time.
No, and definitely not. I know you said, Mac, about like, oh, it's a girl. How do you feel about that? And that comes to like the double standards of things where we do have to define ourselves. We're not even just defining ourselves like gamer girl or a girl gamer.
Right.
It's not even just against guys. Like, it is deeply involved with girls too, and some girls have superiority complexes for thinking that they do something better. Oh my god, got some flashbacks going. Overwatch, great point. Me being a one-trick mercy will haunt me forever, but I don't regret it. Not that much. There would be times where there would be a girl playing a different role, somebody playing a tank, and them being in a lobby with another girl, acknowledging that other girl is there. I would get more aggressive backlash from another girl sometimes than from guys. From them trying to kind of prove themselves and be like, okay, but I'm better than you, so I'm not going to get shit on, you are. And they would just heckle me and give me shit all game, like, you're not doing good enough, you see me, I'm doing this, and you're stuck playing that role that's, you know, more like girls play this role type of thing. I must be superior to you and I can give you shit. So it's just kind of like we're coming at it from ourselves and then from the outside. So seeing it's written by a woman doesn't really surprise me.
So do you feel like in that case it's like a case of where the other girl is like, hey, I want to be better than you because I want to be the better of the girl gamers in this game right now? Or do you feel like it's a, hey, you're making us look bad thing?
No, it's I mean, at least in my experience, I don't know about Julie's. For me, it was very much so because I was fulfilling a role that is typically done, like, where people are like, yeah, you're the support. Girls play the support because it's the easiest, which I heard a lot. It's them trying to kind of prove to the guys and everybody else in the lobby like they are better and that you're fulfilling this role. So it's double-edged, like proving themselves but also cutting down other girls at the same time when it shouldn't be like that at all.
Right. Julie, do you have any like similar things happen to you?
No, I mean, like, there have been instances where, like, I was playing games with, like, other girls, and because it's another girl, I do, like, I'm like, hey, it's another chick. This is kind of rare. So let me add you as a friend. But as soon as I add them as a friend, yeah, like, that's when they, like, start smack talking, like, oh, I'm better than you. I see that you have a 1.43 KDA.
It gets competitive
on Diva. Well, guess what? I have a 2.1 KDA on Diva as well. So haha. And it's like, but I was adding you because I wanted to be your friend. I didn't add you because I wanted to show that I was better. That was nowhere in my mind. I wanted to be friends with you so that we could support each other.
Yeah.
But it was the complete opposite of what I get, and I think that happens pretty frequently when I play with other girls. I do think they get competitive when it gets into games.
Mm-hmm.
especially when there are other guys around.
Interesting. Yeah. So do you either of you have like other like girl gamer friends?
Nope.
I mean, I do have my one friend. I have my friend Sophie, and me and Sophie have been friends throughout high school. We don't really, like, we play games together, but it's mostly, like, Diablo or Fall Guys or stuff like that. It's not, like, the real competitive games or, like, massively, like, multiplayer with other people on the teams. And me and Sophie have been friends since high school, like I said. Girls that I've met exclusively online, I haven't really... There's no girls that I play with on a normal basis, actually. I'm, like, trying to think about it, and I'm like, do I? No, I don't.
Yeah, it's really hard to try to get another girl gamer to try to be friends with you.
It's
Why is that? Just, like, I know with the competitive aspect, but is there anything else?
It's just, I don't know why.
Really?
It's just, there was this one time I did befriend this group of people, and there were, like, 2 other girls and, like, this one guy. And apparently this other girl had feelings for this guy, and when I came in, it was kind of like
I was just gonna bring that
he was
up.
playing games with me, and so she didn't like it, so we stopped being friends.
I was just gonna bring that up, where relationships are a really big thing. I remember one time I went into a lobby with my boyfriend. We went back to Black Ops 2 for whatever reason, like years after it died off. So it was like a glitched lobby or whatever. And so they're just flying around doing stupid stuff, and I said something. I don't even remember what I said. I think I was just like, whoever's doing this, why? But also I'm having fun, so I'm not complaining. Can you, like, make us go faster or something? And the guy was like, yeah, sure. And then this other girl came in and just blew me up, talking about, like, oh, you shouldn't, like, be talking to him. That's none of your business, like, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, girls can get really aggressive.
Yes, they kind of,
especially with relationships, like, because I don't know, maybe it's because it's not, like, super common, but I've had it happen more than once where I was trying to make friends with somebody, and then there was a girl that wasn't talking, and that came in after and was like, why were you talking to him? Like, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to talk to you. You're trying to, like, be weird about this. I think it comes down to, like, they're getting, like, nervous about there being somebody else that's a girl gamer or gamer girl or whatever. Like, it's wanting them up, which is just a weird thing to see, but I've had it happen so many times where some girls come at my throat for talking to somebody, and I'm like, oh, hold on, I was just trying to make friends. And walking away with no friends. And it's just like, okay.
It's like a virtual Mean Girl.
That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, I had somewhat of a similar situation with that, because I used to have a group with League, right? And my friend brought after hearing those things, like, girl gamer, is that the right term?
Yes,
okay, girl gamer into the group, right? And right off the bat, the guys were just like, oh man, I have a chance, right? But because of that, it actually ruined the whole group, because it's one girl with a bunch of guys, and back in the day, Skype.
Yeah.
And it just ruined that dynamic, because, like, you know, drama just starts brewing. I don't know if that's somewhat similar to the situation you guys go through, but usually, at least from my experience, whenever there's, like, a girl in, like, that group chat,
they get drunk, like,
it just feels like something's bound to happen, and it just becomes like a drama fest.
Yeah.
And I just want to play games, man.
Not saying that, like, it happens all the time.
No, not at all.
But, like, it does happen pretty frequently where, like,
it's notable.
a girl comes in and then, like, everything just kind of, like, falls apart.
That's crazy, actually.
Excuse
What
me.
the hell?
It also is kind of, like, being a gamer girl or whatever, girl gamer, it does suck too when you this is just outside of like other girls in lobbies, but just being in a lobby with people. Sometimes you don't know if people are being nice to you because you're a girl gamer too. There's like,
yeah, there's that.
Yeah, like if they're only being nice to you because they feel like you're such a rarity,
They might,
Yeah, there's a
like they might
chance.
get a chance to like talk to you. They'll definitely like be nicer, try to help you out more often.
Yes.
and then you're just like, it's like, okay, I want to have friendships online and everything like that, but at the same time, I don't really know who's actually like genuine and who is going to get angry with me once they find out that I'm in a relationship or I'm not interested. Because I've had that happen before where when I was younger, I'd be on Xbox and there would be somebody that I was playing with and I was like, oh, this is great. I have a friend. Like, we have been playing for a while now. And then they're like, oh, but I like you. And I'm just like, no, I don't have anything like that. And then they just block you and like drop off. And you're like, oh, so you're only talking to me because you thought you had a chance. And
That's
no.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jackie, how do you feel about everything you're hearing right now? Because this is like, damn.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like a lot of, like, not to sound shitty or just shitting on like gamers that are boys and whatnot, but it's like,
Yeah.
gamers do get a stereotype, which I find
Yeah.
is partially true, where it's like they don't got no game, even though they're always playing games. So it's like they don't know how to really interact with girls in a way, you know? Like,
That's
not
what
to
Mass Effect's
again,
for.
not to shit on guys, but like, it does make a lot of sense when they see a girl that plays games and they're like, oh shit, I might have a chance with this girl who plays games because we both have a similar interest. And then it just like, it's something so simple, but then it's like, I don't know, it's really dumb, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the intentions, to be honest.
And
It
the
really
intentions are like 90% like, I'm trying to get
I want to get with you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just. Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate.
I could agree with this because that was my first. That's technically how I met Julia.
Oh yeah, I met my boyfriend and on Black Ops 2. we met online.
There it is.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you then, Maya. Your intention was to meet your boyfriend, like, you know, once you start playing with him. Do you had that initial thought like, you know what, I think that some things could go somewhere, so I'm gonna keep playing with him. Is that? Did you ever had that thought behind your head before at all?
I wasn't really looking for a relationship or anything like that. I mean, I was like,
Okay.
yeah, we were just friends. We're friends and we played all the time with our friend group. And then I don't know. However
It's all
that
good,
works.
I get it. Because like
It was
for me, it was like that was the initial thought. Yeah, for sure. When we got into Fortnite, I was like, okay, I have a chance. I'm gonna keep doing it. Why not?
yeah, I guess I would have to ask Eddie. Also, if you've heard him yell in the background, I'm sorry. I told him. I was
No, it's all good.
please. But like, I don't know what his initial intention was, but we were just friends in the beginning. Like, we were just hanging out to hang out. And then we started to play less with, like, we would play more one-on-one instead of playing with everybody and things like that. And then, you know, however that goes. But
See, it's really, oh, sorry for cutting you off, but
No.
like for me, it's really interesting because like I always wanted to have a like gamer girlfriend, like since I was like younger, because I played a shit ton of games back then. And then like the more I grew and the more I got to know like girl gamers, I'm like, no man, I can't. All they want to do is play games. I don't want to do just that.
Oh man. Technically, we were in this. Well, we are in the. Well, for me and Julie at least, because like, technically in my relationship, Julie is actually more of the gamer, and I'm not as much anymore. But don't get me wrong, I still love video games. You know, gaming for life.
In my defense, it's Macklin's fault. He tells me to play a game, I play the game, and then he stops playing.
oh,
And
I
then you
feel
get
that.
good.
Yeah, and then I get good at the game, and then he stops. Happened with Apex.
Yeah.
With Warzone, with Valorant, all those games. I got good, and then you stopped.
I can feel her
In
looking
that
at you.
Point. Yeah, she's intently looking at me with deadly eyes, and yeah, that's true. Whoa. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's true. I'm the type of gamer that's basically just like, I get in it when it's super hype at first, but like, it's just like what Jackie said. I can't really do it for that long, if that makes any sense. It just gets too boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree though, for sure. But yeah, and going back to the, you know, in terms of the intent, yeah, that was totally me. That's me. Especially during Fortnite. I just wanted to impress you. That's it.
I know. It worked, but you know, I know.
Right,
yeah,
so
that's
just one more thing. I kind of just wanted to get everyone's like insight on the whole simp culture nowadays. Like there is a lot of that going on, and a lot of people being called out for being simps. And I just wanted to see what your opinions on that maybe. That's a long
Maya, you
pause.
first.
I was just like, let me think for a second. So, simp culture. First off, let me just put this out there. 90% of people calling people simps is just them wanting to say the word simp. I'm just gonna say it. Like, because I see a lot of people where it's...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, where somebody will make like, oh, she's cute. And then immediately the comments will be like, simp, you're a simp. And it was like, but it's kind of just like a compliment. Like, I don't know.
That's so true. Like, you know, I literally jabbed my toe and my friend saw it and he's like, ha, simp. What?
You're not using this right at all.
I was so confused. I'm like, wait, what?
I'm simping over my stubbed toe? Like, I don't know.
But yeah.
So like,
But go ahead.
sorry. No, I don't.
No, sorry.
I don't even know the full definition of it anymore. Like, I guess it's so like fuddled. But people just like to use words. Like
Yeah.
the glizzy. I don't know if y'all have seen that word popping up a lot.
What the fuck is
Wait,
that?
what is it? Lizzie?
Glizzy?
Glizzy?
Yeah,
No,
glizzy.
No, I never heard of that.
That is a first for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, Eddie was laying in bed laughing because somebody's eating a hot dog and they're like, he's a glizzy gladiator. And I was just like, I don't even know what this means.
Jackie, do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
I should look it up on like Urban Dictionary. Just something. I don't know.
How do you even spell it?
Like,
Yeah, how do you...
Oh, I found it.
yeah, see?
So what's the definition?
Let's see. Based off of the shortening of non-binary. Wait, what the fuck? No, that is not what I'm looking at. All right. Anyways, let's just continue about these.
Anyways,
That was
just...
the Urban Dictionary word of the day that I read. I don't know what I read. Anyways, yeah, Sims.
Glizzy, a hot dog. That's it. Glizzy means hot dog. I don't know. I was just saying that people like throwing out words to throw out words that they think are fun. That's all I was going with that.
I literally just looked it up, and it's a man slowly eating a whole hot
He's
dog.
shoving it in his mouth with one finger. I saw it too. But I feel like it's one of those things where people just say the word to say the word. Like, they just... Like, it doesn't even have any context sometimes, where they're just like, I like this word, you're a simp. And you're like, but I didn't do anything. Just like, I feel like it happens a lot. Like, now the true simps, that's like, I guess do what you want. But, like, whenever I think of, like, a simp, like, the quote-unquote, I just think of somebody that's, like, trying to give a girl, like, $1,000 for a single toe in a picture, not even like full toes, like a single toe, and they're like, I love you so much, my queen. And you're just like, what? That's, I don't know, I don't even know the real definition though. That's just what comes in my brain. I just think it's, those people have always existed,
Yeah.
Like, and they've just been
Yeah.
called different things over time. Like, and simp is the word right now. And really,
Yeah.
Is simp a legitimate word that's been used back then?
I don't think
Or-
it is.
no,
You know what
I
I
think
mean?
it's just
But,
the newest
um,
term for that type of person.
Yeah.
Question mark?
So
The
like
previous
before
term was
we came
whipped.
up with like the outline for this podcast, Mac and I, we had this discussion, and he was like, "Dude, am I a simp?" And I'm like, I don't know. Why are you asking me that?" And he was like, "Cause I got my, I helped my girlfriend get her PC." And I'm like, "No,
That's just
you're just a boyfriend."
yeah, you're just being a boyfriend. I had to look it up. It's someone who's seen as too attentive and submissive.
Your mic,
I don't know.
your mic cut out a little bit there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. A simp is someone who is too attentive or submissive to a woman. Apparently, that's the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a simp.
Let Julie
She's
decide
like,
that.
she's like legit looking at me like.
I think you have simp qualities, but you are not like 100% simp. You're like
I'm getting outed right now.
you're like 40% simp.
40%
I'll take
simp
it.
on the simpometer.
40%, yeah.
40%.
I like how there's a spectrum. There's a. I'm glad I'm the 40%. I'm not 50 at least. I'm 40.
To be
I'll take
fair,
it.
to be attentive is not like a bad trait. So
No, it isn't. It isn't.
yeah, so it's like I don't know. I feel like it's just guys bashing on guys for
For
Thank
being
you.
whipped over their girl.
Thank you for saying that. My ego has been boosted.
that's how I feel about it.
It's a pro to be attentive.
Yeah, attentive is
But
good.
okay. You know what? It's yeah, you're right. I agree. It's simps is just words being free. I could just imagine just a friend coming by and just be like, guys, you can't imagine what happened last weekend. What's up? Dude, I got married. Ha!
Simp.
Simp.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna see somebody say on Twitter like you're a glizzy simp, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that's how words work, and accept it. Like I don't. There's nothing more but acceptance for me on these words because people just say them to say them. They barely have meaning anymore for that.
Right.
Truth.
That's true.
Julie did say something though that I just need some like in taking this what did you say before? That basically the original of a simp is kip?
Being whipped.
Oh yeah,
Whip.
being whipped.
Whip.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with
Whipped
that.
is the original word.
Ah,
Simp is now
okay.
the word.
Got you. Okay, I understand. I thought you said quip.
No, whipped.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Because before, if like you're like, oh yeah, my girl wants to hang out tonight. Like, oh, so you're whipped.
Yeah, you're so whipped.
Yeah, like it just keeps changing, like from what it was. I don't know. People just like to pick on people for being in relationships a lot. It seems like.
To be fair though, in a joking matter, right? Knowing the fact that simp is just being, said willy-nilly anywhere. Is it just fun at this point?
Oh, definitely.
I think so, yeah.
I call up. Oh, what was I thinking of? I saw somebody who was like, "I'm a simp for my job" or something like that. Like people just like to say things to say things. Like it's definitely like joking. I don't think anybody gets hurt by being called a simp at this point, where they're just like, okay,
Unless they
it's just-
actually are a simp.
and then they probably go cry and they're like, maybe I am.
You're right.
It's like, ha, I'm a simp. I'll see you guys later. Goes to say.
Goes and
So
tries to
true.
like reverse the PayPal donations, and it's like.
Oh my gosh. But okay, yeah, that's at this point that that's the case, at least for me, yeah, it's nothing but just a word at this point. It's just
Yeah.
funny. What about you, Jackie? What do you think of the simp?
Man, like, kind of in a way agreeing with what Maya said about like if that's how they want to live, then go ahead and throw $1,000 at some random girl that you will never meet
For some toes.
for some toes. But
Those
man,
toes,
it's just
man.
like, dog, there's so much you could be doing with that money. I could build another PC and some shit. Like,
I don't know.
You're paying
I
her
mean, there's
rent.
Pornhub. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, in besides it being just funny, actual simps,
Concerning sometimes.
it is concerning.
It is,
But
yeah.
I also believe in them at the same time.
Maybe
'Cause I
one
like
day
the-
she'll notice you.
Yes, exactly. Like one day, like if you don't just donate $1 million, your whole life savings, maybe she'll notice.
Maybe she'll.
But if not, then bro, man, it's just sad.
Didn't that happen with a big streamer? Like, wasn't
Probably,
it?
I don't doubt it.
I thought it was
People
somebody
are
like.
fucking crazy these days.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody like Pokimane where they're like, I gave her $3,000 this year alone, and then I was one of her what are they called? Not admins. It's for Twitch.
Moderators?
Yeah,
Mods, yeah.
a mod, and I tried to ask her out, and she blocked me, and she refuses to give me my money back, and how dare she, and things like that. And it was like,
Okay, see, that's the thing. That actually pisses me off big time, right? Granted, yes, simps, do you. Just don't do it to me. I'm not that attractive, but do it to anyone else. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't understand why get mad at the creator if you're gonna donate that much and she accidentally not acknowledges you. Or,
well, I think
that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I think like his point was like he was mad because she blocked him and like unmodded him, but apparently he
Well-
was like sending her a lot of messages like constantly asking her out, and she kept saying no and was like,
See, that at that point, that's concern. I would have done the same thing.
oh yeah, no,
'cause-
definitely. But then people were like siding with him and was like, yeah, that's not fair.
Really?
You gave her XXX. She should have been more like reciprocating to your emotions or something like that. It was weird. I don't really remember like what streamer it was. I just said like Pokemon because it was somebody that it was a name I pulled.
Like, I don't
I know
know
people are
how
mad.
restraining orders work, but I feel like he's just paying for his own restraining order.
Exactly.
Yeah, he definitely is.
It's funny because simps are it. Oh, I feel really weird saying that because like it's so. Well, then again, it's funny now, but like real simps,
True simps.
It's funny because I was just reading online that Pokimane. I know she's under fire, but one of them is because like she's been criticized and not showing her boyfriend, and her fans getting so mad to the point where they unsub or something like that. And I'm just like, but like that's her private life though. I don't think she doesn't. I don't think she needs to really.
She doesn't owe you
say anything.
that.
Yeah, she doesn't owe you anything at all. That's her private life. And then the Sims are just like, I'm unsubscribing. I thought I had a chance. I wasted $1,000 on you. How could you do this
That
to me?
is another thing. Like, if you want to be, if you were to get big, right, with streaming or whatever, you do have to consider keeping those things under wraps because people will just be like, oh, I have absolutely like no chance. It's a double-edged thing. Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, as soon as you say something about a relationship, like there goes your fan base, and it's so wild, like
Right.
how that works.
It's really interesting. Really, really interesting.
All right. Well, I think that makes for a pretty good podcast there. We were able to discuss a lot. I feel like I learned a lot for sure about gamer girls.
So did I. I'm actually, if anything, I feel like I watched a really disturbing movie. Just no, because like I'm so new to that, especially the two girl gamers. Like what? Now I feel like an asshole because I've been saying that. It's like, damn, my whole life has been a lie.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, this has been very educational. This is
Yeah.
totally going to keep this while moving forward.
But
But
yeah, Julie, Maya, did you guys want to plug your Twitches or anything like that at all?
Oh, I don't stream like that.
I haven't even started my Twitch career yet, so there's
Well,
nothing.
It's about to happen eventually, so you know.
well,
just
if
give people a heads
anything,
up.
oops, true.
Well, my Discord name is my Twitch name, which is call me and then Sky, but it's spelled like Skij,
Yo.
just for
That's so
funsies.
trippy. That's really trippy because when I read it, I thought it said "Call me Skij."
Yep, Skij all the time, 9 times out of 10.
See, she's throwing you off with her names, man.
It's like a smoke screen.
Well, if anything, I'll link. Well, for Julie, future Twitch, I'll link your profile on the description.
My users are practically all the same. It's all Judy Dean, so
I still can't pronounce
for
that.
everything
But yes.
is okay.
Yeah, it'll be in the description.
I'll just put it down there and won't say it out loud. 'Cause
Yeah. Well, yeah,
And,
thank you so much for the two of you joining us this
Yes.
podcast. Again, very educational, very informative. I learned
Oh, yeah.
so much, especially
Hell yeah.
surprising to see how girl gamers interact with each other. That was wow.
I totally got educated.
knowledge.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
Very, 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 very important information.
Right.
I will never say those words again.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. This definitely was a great conversation that we had.
Yeah, actually, it was very, educational, and it was fun. But please, if you guys like listening to us, please check us out on iTunes, Spotify, and on YouTube. The links will be provided in the description below. Thank you.
Thank you.